Hi, this is Deb Jackson again. I'd like to let you know what, this is after the Camino I did, the Portuguese Camino, and I did this with my husband in the month of March 2018. The weather was drizzly most of the time. We had bogs to go through, we had streams to climb up. It was a lot harder than I thought, and it was a lot colder than the internet said as well. So although we'd geared up for wet gear, we hadn't thought about gearing up for cold weather. Keep in mind also that I'm just going to show you my gear that I took, but altogether we took 15 kilos and my husband did carry 10 kilos, I carried 5 kilos. So I didn't carry all this gear on my own. This is more of a couple's review, if you like. Now the stuff that, I'm going to show you first the stuff that I think I could dump next time, I would definitely not use. First of all, the synthetic wind jacket, although I used it quite a bit, I only used it because it was all I had. I would definitely swap this for a fleece, zip-up fleece liner next time, without a shadow of a doubt. I would drop these pants, they came in useful but don't really need them. A cotton top, cotton t-shirt, I wouldn't take that again, and I wouldn't take a sun hat again. Although this came in handy for privacy and a few things, I wouldn't bother taking a Sulu again, not for its weight. I took 2 shoes and these were one of them. They are Salomon sneakers. I got blisters the first day I wore them, so I wouldn't take those again either. I thought this would be good for the phone, wouldn't bother with that, it slips too much. I took some lavender, don't need it. The conditions over here are extremely clean. All the albergs, the pensions and the hotels we stayed were absolutely immaculately clean. Wouldn't bother with earplugs, they don't work. And I wouldn't bother with anything cotton because it's just too hard to dry. The dryers over here don't work properly and the heating is limited. Obviously electricity is very, very costly over here. Walking sticks, brilliant, but next time I'd take one walking stick and I would take one umbrella with a long end, simply because it was drizzling with rain all the time and an umbrella would have been perfect. This sleeping bag, which is a fleecy lined sleeping bag from New Zealand, absolutely brilliant. So warm. One thing I did buy along the track, which was extra, is the little day pack. You need it for when you go out in the evening. Take your rain jacket or whatever in there, and your purse and your glasses, all that sort of thing. I still kept my little jewellery purse. I took sunglasses and I took my case for my glasses. That's all good. I bought an extra one of these along the track, one for my neck and one for my head. These fleecy lined hats are absolutely brilliant because you can just convert them into a hat or a neck warmer. Another thing I bought along the way, and this is an absolute must-have because all the albergs and accommodation we stayed at all had wooden or cold floors, no matting. These are floor socks, they've got rubber on the bottom and extremely warm. Couldn't do without them. Absolutely brilliant. When we stopped at night, I ended up buying these as well. I ditched my other pants. These are fleecy lined warm pants, synthetic, but I tell you what, you need it in March in Spain and Portugal. I actually opted to take a wool jumper. Wouldn't do that again. Definitely a fleecy lined zip up top next time for me. What I walked in was a synthetic top. That was my base. I would wear these. These were great, but I made the mistake of getting 3/4 ones instead of full-length ones. You definitely need the full-length ones when it's cold and raining. I also swapped using those for my merino trousers sometimes, and I put those shorts over them that I would ditch because I don't really need them. I usurped this from Nigel's Gear. I used it every day, I wouldn't be without it, and it's a fleecy lined sleeveless top. Absolutely brilliant for keeping your core warm. Wouldn't do without that. The second piece of equipment I wouldn't do without are these really good rain pants. Absolute essential part of the kit. These are synthetic little cloth, really quite good for wiping yourself down if it's getting too wet and you're getting too cold. Definitely merino socks, 3 pairs I would take, and definitely synthetic pants. I would definitely take 4 pairs of synthetics, just easier to dry. I did have a couple of little singlets, probably would go synthetic next time. These are a bit of a cotton mix. 3 pairs of bras did me well. And then if you look at the toiletries over here, one of the main things that I used, you can see it's empty, Voltaren, very, very good for muscles. The other thing I would actually take next time is just a small bit of Epsom salts, because if you get the chance to have a bath, Epsom salts are really good for your muscles. I use the lip gloss, lip balm a lot, and I use the lotion a lot as well. But if you can just see down here, the things for the feet, like files for your feet, Compeed for your blisters, a few bits and pieces there of makeup that I took. That's really it. That's what I would take next time. And, oh, one thing I forgot, the Keen shoes. Sorry, the most essential part of your equipment. These were brilliant. These shoes, you just take the socks off when it's wet, and you put your socks off when it's not so wet. They go through water, they're waterproof, absolutely no blisters with my shoes. I think that's it. So, just another point on the rucksack. These straps kind of shift, so you really need to check those every day, because they do slip. And the rain cover is actually brilliant as well. We didn't have torrential rain, so I can't tell you if they're any good in torrential rain, but just for drizzly, day-long drizzly rain, that worked perfectly as well. So that was the gear for my Camino. I hope it's helped someone pack for their next Camino, not make the same mistakes as I did. Don't bother with the ponchos. Absolutely smelly after the first 2 days and just a pain in the ass. Bon Camino, everyone.